Today I'm going to be making stew. So it's all frozen. So I added lemon, pepper, seasoning salt, and Montreal steak spice. Once it defrosts in there a little bit, I'm going to add onions to it. Have it in the air fryer with water, not that much water. So I'll put this on. Press roast, start. It's going to preheat, that's fine. And then I'm going to add 40 minutes to it altogether. It'll show up as 25, but I'm going to add 40. And then when it beeps again, I'm going to see if I can take some apart and cut it up. I have 4 potatoes, which I'm going to peel and cut up along with the carrots. Peel them and cut them. And 3 celery sticks. Peel them and cut them and wash them all together before I put them into stew. So I quickly just want to show you something. As it was going, I've been pulling the meat apart. So there's all those juices. I'm going to take half that juice out and put it in a pot and make my gravy, then add it back to it. So I took out half the water already. It's in the pot. And I add a little bit more water. I'm adding 2 garlic cloves. Frozen onions. My meat's still not cooked, so for another 20 minutes with the potatoes and carrots and celery, it should cook. I'm not adding any more seasoning, and I'm going to make my gravy on the stove and then add it to the pot. So after adding the onions and the garlic, I'm adding the potatoes to the pot. Celery, carrots, potatoes. And just give them a mix. And I'm going to let this cook now for another 20 minutes. I'm going to be making the Pioneer brown gravy mix. This is actually really good. I bought this one from Costco. I'm going to put it in water, stir it until I get the lumps out. Then I'm going to add it to the broth that I got from the pot. This has to come to a boil. And then I'll add it in. And I want to make this on the thick side because there's more broth in there, so I want to get an even mix of gravy. So my broth is boiling. And I mixed in 3 tablespoons. And I'm going to slowly add it. And again, I want this thick. This is not a normal gravy. This is going to be a thicker gravy. And if that's not thick enough, I'm going to make 1 more cup and add it to it. So I made a thicker paste. Just a little bit of water and 1 more spoonful of gravy. And then I'll add that and it'll make it more thicker for me. So there's my stew. I'm adding the gravy. All the good drippings. And I didn't skim anything off the top, so it's everything. And then I'm going to give it a good mix. And then that'll thicken up a little bit once it's in there. And then I'm going to add Garden Melody to it in about 10 minutes, and then just cook it 5 minutes after that and it will be ready. Get some more time. My potatoes are not quite done, so I just keep adding the time and poking my potatoes to see how long they're going to take. You can always add more minutes, but I just want to show you what it looks like now. It looks really good.